Let me ask you something honest. When was the last time you opened an app just to browse and ended up buying something you never planned to? Maybe it was late at night, you were bored. You opened Amazon or Myntra or Flipkart just to look around. And somehow, 40 minutes later, you had 3 items in your cart and your finger was hovering over the place order button. And here's the strange part. You felt good about it. Not guilty, not worried, good. That feeling, that's not an accident. That's by design. And today, we're going to talk about the most cleverly engineered financial trap of our generation, online shopping, and why even smart, financially aware people fall for it every single time. Here's what most people believe about online shopping. They think the problem is simple. People are just bad at controlling themselves. They see something, they want it, they buy it. Classic impulse buying. And the solution, people say, is just willpower. Just be more disciplined. Just stop buying things you don't need. But here's the truth nobody tells you. Willpower has almost nothing to do with it. The online shopping trap is not a character flaw. It is a system. A carefully built billion-dollar system that is specifically designed to make you spend money, even when you don't want to, even when you know better, even when you told yourself last month that you'd stop. And until you understand how that system works, you will keep losing to it every single time. Let's go back to that late-night browsing session. Why did you open the app in the first place? Probably not because you needed something. You opened it the same reason people used to flip through TV channels: boredom, habit, or just something to do with your hands. And that's exactly where the trap begins. These apps are not shopping apps, they're entertainment apps that happen to sell things. Every scroll, every product image, every recommended for you section, it's all designed to keep you engaged. Just like Instagram or YouTube keeps you scrolling, shopping apps keep you browsing. And the longer you browse, the higher the chance you buy something. But that's just the beginning. Now let's talk about the 5 invisible weapons these platforms use against your wallet. Weapon number 1, fake urgency. Only 2 left in stock. Sale ends in 3 hours. 7 people are viewing this right now. These little messages trigger something very deep in your brain called loss aversion. Psychologists have found that the fear of losing something feels twice as powerful as the pleasure of gaining something. So when you see only 2 left, your brain doesn't think, it reacts, it panics. And panicking people don't stop to ask whether they actually need the product. Weapon number 2, discounts that aren't really discounts. You see a jacket, original price 5,000 rupees, sale price 1,900 rupees. Your brain immediately calculates, that's 60% off, what a deal! But here's the question nobody asks. Was that jacket ever actually worth 5,000 rupees? Or was the original price inflated just so the discount looks impressive? This is called anchoring. The first number you see becomes your mental reference point, and everything after that gets measured against it. So even if 1,900 rupees is more than you plan to spend, it feels like you're saving money because your brain is comparing it to a number that may have never been real. Weapon number 3. Free delivery thresholds. You have items worth 800 rupees in your cart. Then you notice free delivery above 1,000 rupees. So you add another product worth 300 rupees just to avoid paying a 60 rupee delivery fee. You just spent 300 rupees to save 60, and it felt logical. This is how these platforms get you to spend more than you planned every single time. They don't force you. They just create a tiny incentive that your brain finds impossible to ignore. Weapon number 4, the one count. Do you remember the last time you actually stopped to think before clicking Place Order? Probably not, because the entire checkout process has been designed to have as little friction as possible. Your address is saved, your card is saved, one tap, and it's done. There's a reason this matters. Friction is actually your friend when it comes to spending money. When buying something requires effort, going to a store, standing in a queue, physically handing over cash, your brain has time to ask, do I actually need this? But when it takes 1 second, that question never gets asked. Cash feels real. A tap on a screen does not.
Weapon number 5. The return policy illusion. Don't worry, you can always return it. This one sentence is responsible for billions in unnecessary purchases because it removes the final barrier, the fear of making a wrong decision. You think, I'll try it, and if I don't like it, I'll send it back. But research shows that most people never return things. Once a product is in your home, something called the endowment effect kicks in. You start to feel like it's already yours. Returning it feels like a loss, so you keep it, even if you didn't need it. Now let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Because this isn't really about online shopping. This is about something much more important. The slow, invisible drain on your wealth that happens not through one big bad decision, but through hundreds of small ones that each feel completely reasonable in the moment. Here's a number that might surprise you. If someone spends just 2,000 rupees per month on unplanned online purchases, that's roughly 67 rupees a day, less than the price of a coffee, and instead invested that same 2,000 rupees every month into a simple index fund with a 12% annual return, in 20 years, that money becomes nearly 20 lakh rupees. 20 lakh rupees from skipping unplanned online shopping. But here's what's really interesting. It's not that people don't know this mathematically. Most people have heard the compound interest lecture. They know saving is better than spending, but they still spend. Why? Because money decisions are almost never made with the logical brain. They're made with the emotional brain. And emotions work in real time. They respond to what's in front of you right now. The discounted jacket is in front of you now. The 20 lakh rupees is 30 years away. Your brain is not built to feel the future. It's built to feel the present. And these platforms know that better than anyone. They have entire teams of behavioral scientists, psychologists, and data analysts whose only job is to understand how your brain makes decisions and then engineer the app to work around your rational thinking and speak directly to your emotional brain. You are not shopping on a neutral platform. You are playing a game designed by experts, and nobody told you the rules. So what do you actually do about this? The answer is not to delete every shopping app and live like a monk. That's not realistic and honestly not necessary. The answer is to create your own system of friction. Here's what that looks like practically. First, use the 24-hour rule for anything above 500 rupees. Add it to your cart, then close the app. If you still want it tomorrow, it was probably not impulse. Most of the time, you'll forget about it completely. Second, turn off all shopping notifications. Every notification is an invitation to browse, and every browse is a risk. Remove the trigger, and you remove most of the problem. Third, delete your saved card details. Make checkout slightly inconvenient. That tiny moment of friction, getting up to find your card, is enough time for your brain to ask, do I actually need this? Fourth, set a fixed monthly fun spending budget. Not zero, a realistic number that you're allowed to spend guilt-free on whatever you want. This removes the all-or-nothing thinking that causes people to give up. You're not restricting yourself, you're just putting a boundary around it. And fifth, the next time you see a discount, don't ask, how much am I saving? Ask instead, would I buy this at this price if there was no original price shown? That one question cuts through the anchoring trap almost every time. Here's the thought I want to leave you with. Every rupee you spend is a choice. Not a bad choice, not a good choice, just a choice. And the problem with online shopping trap is that it makes you spend money without choosing to. The goal of financial awareness is not to never enjoy your money. It's to make sure that when you spend, it's because you decided to, not because an algorithm decided for you. The platforms are going nowhere. The deals will keep coming, the notifications will keep buzzing, but now you know the game. And knowing the rules is the first step to playing differently. If this video made you think about your own spending habits, share it with one person who needs to see it. And if you want to understand more about the hidden psychological traps that quietly drain your wealth, you're in the right place. Welcome to Rich Folio.